Love like Sobolo. Welcome to yet another interesting episode of Love like Sobolo. In recent episodes, we are zooming in on marriage. So for demystified marriage, we have looked at marriage in the diaspora. We have looked at the pros and cons. And today, we want to look at the roles in marriage. Roles in marriage. If you don't hear words like roles in marriage, it's roles in marriage. It's had nothing to do with my friend Rose, who is married to Nana Kwabnakodia, who have been a pillar and a support to Love like Sobolo. God bless you guys. God bless your boys. God bless all of the wonderful group, Ken, Danny, all of you. We are so grateful. God bless you, Portia, Dupoku, Teacher Same, and all the friends in Beulah Methodist. Want to thank all the DYOs who are supporting us. Director Jan, thank you so much. Friends in Germany, friends in US. Want to thank West Africa Hardware and Decor. Want to thank Salisbury. Wow, their food is so nice. For the support, want to thank Treats for the support. Want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, for sharing, and for being part of Love like Sobolo. Juicy Bella, Sobolo, special Sobolo. And the other time, Ruth Mix. Wow, I had you drink. That brother is good. Ruth Mix. Thank you so much for the support. We are so grateful. Today, we are looking at roles in marriage. Roles in marriage. Clearly, there are roles of a husband, roles of a wife. And in part one of roles in marriage, we'll look at the general perspective. And in subsequent episodes, we zoom in to the Christian dimension in particular. We have what we call traditional roles, where society have imbibed, have put on the husband and the wife. So I give you a clear indication, a clear example. You see, for example, in the village setting, the husband and the wife leaving for the farm. The wife will be having a basket, and in the basket there will be water, there will be food, there will be cutlass, there will be maybe things to plant. And in most cases, the husband will only be having a gun or a cutlass. When they go to the farm, and they are coming home, the woman will be carrying cassava, carrying heavy loads, and in some cases, have a baby at the back. Again, the man will be having just a gun and cutlass. Traditionally, it is believed that the man will go to the farm and weed and do the hard work on the farm, and the women will only be sitting or be supporting. In some contexts also, the women also will be weeding and doing the same thing as the men are doing. But tradition puts some roles on the woman and the man. Traditionally, it's expected of the man to be the breadwinner who brings stuff, and the woman to be the person who will take care of the home, traditionally. So it will not be proper in a traditional sense to see, for example, a man cooking for a woman to eat. It is expected that after we have gone to the farm, then the woman will go to the kitchen, prepare food, for the kids, take care of the kids, the children. And in most cases in our villages, the man will go and be playing draft, I'll be with friends, and it's expected that he had worked so hard on the farm, and now he's there. Traditionally, if your mother-in-law visits you and sees the son, for example, sweeping, mopping, it's like, hey, you watching me. If your brother, you go to visit your brother and he's washing the things, all we will say is that the wife has bewitched him or something. You will not sit down for something to happen. Some mothers, some sisters, some brothers. That is the context of traditional role. Traditionally, we have assigned some roles. I am not defending or speaking against that. I'm just presenting to you to know. We'll engage that later. So know that there are traditional roles that society expects from a man. So, for example, when a man is expected to be bold, courageous, stand in for the family, and the like, the man is expected to go hunt. Women are not supposed to go hunt. The husband is to go hunt, bring things down to feed the family. Traditional roles. Then we have what I have termed contemporary roles. Contemporary roles. We are living in Accra, we are living in Kumasi, we are living in Lagos, we are living in Kaduna, we are living in Dar es Salaam, any part of the African continent. The husband is working from 8 in the morning to 5. The wife is also working in the bank from 8 in the morning to 5. Obviously, because of the cosmopolitan nature, because of the city life, some have said urban species, roles will alternate, roles will change, and roles cannot be in the traditional setting. Now we have women who are career women, who are CEOs, who are bosses. God bless them. That is what we want. Obviously, you don't expect them to do things that will be done in the village setting, where work is different and the setting is different. So living in the urban centers or in the cosmopolitan setting brings certain new roles into marriage. So who is supposed to cook? So for example, if you are the man and you get home early, are you going to say, my wife, maybe I close at 3 o'clock, so you have to wait for your wife who will close at 5 and get home around 6 to come and cook for you to eat? Okay, continue waiting. She is also working 8 to 5. Just as you are. So in the contemporary setting, the traditional roles must change to suit the emerging challenges and emerging issues that are popping up. So people will tell you that, and again, when we look at diaspora marriage, if you have not watched that episode, look at that. When we are in the diaspora or in a cosmopolitan setting, roles change. Women can pay rent. Men can pay rent. Men can wash. Men can take care of babies. Men can put children to bed. Traditional settings are broken because we are in a cosmopolitan setting. I go to work. You go to work too. So sometimes we will eat some type of fufu that is made on the fire, not tim tim. I don't want to mention a brand's name. Because where we are, we cannot get the mortar as we do in a traditional setting. So sometimes we have to buy food from outside. Sometimes until weekend, we can't even cook. These are the challenges. How do we address them? In our next episode, we'll be looking at biblical roles and the way forward in the roles in marriage. Thank you so much for being part of Love Like Sobolo. This episode, we have engaged the fact of roles in marriage. We have looked at traditional roles and we have looked at contemporary roles. A husband has his or her role, a wife has his or her role. In the next episode, we'll engage biblical roles and the way forward. Love Like Sobolo.